someone told me that all of our writers are going to eventually just be content providers, that the title of an occupation of writer will just be content provider, and we'll all just sort of plug in formulas to the specifications for whatever corporation we're working for. But I think that there might be other occupations for us. And I think book shrink is a good one. A therapist you go see to talk about the book you're writing. At the book shrink, one learns to say, "My body uses me as a grape uses wine," to talk about inevitability, the essence of plot. But what happens when a person understands she is being sent back, glass by glass, to the invisible pouring stations of the larger narrative? That she is merely like or likely a person in a book, like a saltwater balloon sinking in the ocean. Like a person in a book, like I said already, someone's not listening. Someone's eating breakfast or falling asleep or texting a married lover as shrinks are wont to do. If I am boring, then at least I am getting somewhere through the wood I knock on. My story is telling, but it's not telling me. I need help getting to the next part. When I open my mouth, liquid rushes in and drunkening. When I close it, dark, secret-looking drops spill crimson on the page. This is a poem for all the poets in the room. A poet's poem. If it takes me all day, I will get the word freshened out of this poem. I put it in the first line, then moved it to the second, and now it won't come out. It's stuck. I'm so frustrated. So I went out to my little porch, all covered in snow, and watched the icicles drip as I smoked a cigarette. Finally, I reached up and broke a big, clear spike off the roof with my bare hand and used it to write a word in the snow. I wrote the word snow. I can't stand myself. Visitor. I am dreaming of a house just like this one, but larger and opener to the trees. Nighter than day and higher than noon, and you visiting, knocking to get in, hoping for icy milk or hot tea or whatever it is you like. For each night is a long drink in a short glass, a drink of black sound water. Such a rush and fall of lonesome, no form can contain it. And if it isn't night yet, though I seem to recall that it is, then it is not for everyone. Did you receive my invitation? It is not for everyone. Please come to my house lit by leaf light. It's like a book with bright pages filled with flocks and glens and groves and overlooked by Pan, that seductive satyr in whom the fish is also cooked. A book that took too long to read, but minutes to unread, that is to forget. Strange are the pages thus, nothing but the hope of company. I made too much pie in expectation. I was hoping to sit with you in a tree house, in a nightgown, in a real way. Did you receive my invitation? Written in haste, before leaf blinked out. Before the idea fully formed, an idea like a storm cloud that does not spill or arrive but moves silently in a direction, like a dark book in a long life with a vague hope in a wood house with an open door. I wrote this probably 18 years ago, and I think I kind of assumed we were post-feminists then. Post-feminism. There are two kinds of people, soldiers and women, as Virginia Woolf said, both for decoration only. Now that is too kind. It's technical. Virgins and wolves. We have choices now. Two little girls walk into a bar. One orders a Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple's pimp comes over and says, "You won't be sorry. She's a fine piece of work, but she don't come cheap." Myself, I'm in less fear of predators than of walking around in my mother's body. That's sneaky. That's more than naked. Let's even it up. You go on fuming in your gray room. I am voracious alone. Blank and loose metallic lingerie, and rare black-tipped cigarettes in a handmade basket case. Which of us weaves the world together with a quicker blur of armed seduction? Your war on thugs, my body stockings, ascetic or carnivore. Men will crack your glaze even if you leave them before morning. Pigs ride the sirens in packs. Ah, flesh, techno-flesh. There are two kinds of people, hot with mixed light, drunk with insult, you and me.